I'm Andy Zubia, your host. True Intel, of course, means true intelligence. True intelligence coming to you. The topic for today is walking away from your property. You've heard right. What exactly does that mean, walking away from your property? We have received a lot of emails, a lot of calls, a lot of faxes from homeowners and investors wanting to know what the implications are about a strategy of just walking away from the property. What happens? Well, let me just tell you, there is a movement in America today where homeowners and investors, because of the declining values in real estate, because of their inability to make their mortgage payments, they are simply walking away from the property and from the debt and the obligation. Incredibly enough, a lot of homeowners and investors call the bank and just basically say, where can I mail the keys? The keys to the property. This is called jingle mail. You're jingling the keys and you're sending them back to the bank. Well, it is not that easy, because when you call the bank or the lender and you say, I want to send you back the keys, they're not just going to say, oh, okay, we're going to give you an address where you send back the keys. It's a little bit more complicated than that, because a lot of banks and lenders are saying, well, that's not quite the way it works. You have options in case you do decide to walk away. Well, what are your options? Your options, instead of walking away from the property, are the following. One, you can request a modification. Two, you can request a forbearance or a workout plan. Three, you can request a short sale. And four, you can also do a deed in lieu of foreclosure. If you're deciding to walk away, one of the perfect strategies would be to call the bank or the lender and offer them a deed in lieu of foreclosure. What is a deed in lieu? It's basically a strategy where you grant deed or quit claim the property back to the bank. You heard correctly. A deed in lieu of foreclosure is where you grant deed or quit claim the property back to the bank or the lender. If you communicate with the lender and they want to approve a deed in lieu, they will send you paperwork and documentation that you need to fill out. It's very simple, and they just want some facts so that they can process the deed in lieu. Then basically they send you the quitclaim or the grant deed where you are giving the property back to the bank or the lender, and then you and the bank will agree on a date by when you will move out of the property. This usually does not affect you as much as a foreclosure. And by the way, you should ask the bank or the lender to see if this would not impact your credit. Number two, that it does not create any tax consequences for you. So you should always check with your tax advisor, your CPA, or your attorney regarding a deed in lieu and how that impacts you in any way, shape, or form. Because at Real Estate True Intel, we want to give you the perfect legal strategies that will help you, not hurt you. Again, we want to give you the legal strategies that will help you, not hurt you. Always check with your attorney, always check with your CPA, always check with your tax advisor regarding any tax strategy or any strategy that you are going to try to implement. Also, we recommend that you call the 1-800-HOPE number, which is a nonprofit organization designed specifically to help you, the homeowner, to help you get through these tough times. We are in a mortgage crisis, we are in an economic crisis, we are in a foreclosure crisis, And certainly these strategies are a solution to just walking away from the property. Again, you probably are getting a lot of advice, a lot of information regarding what to do in case you're in foreclosure, in case you're behind in your payments. But believe it or not, there is more than one solution to the problem. Depending upon your special situation, that's why you need to educate yourself and to figure out what are all of your options in regards to your specific situation, in regards to your special case. Remember, each homeowner is different. Each homeowner has a special case that is different from your neighbors, that is different from your relative. And a lot of times you get information based on what happened with them, but the facts and the circumstances may not be the same. So, to recap, if you're going to walk away from a property, always keep in mind that you do have options to just walking away, because we want to make sure that we help you, not hurt you. Again, I'm Andy Zubia, your host. This has been another edition of Real Estate True Intel. True Intel is true intelligence coming to you.